Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Scanner Fox. Come back to another episode of Let's Play Crusader Kings 3. Elder Kings 2, my work, and continue our run as Whiterun. We have been doing okay here as of late. There are a bunch of pop-ups that we have over here that we need to kind of like clear out and see if there's anything that is of note here. We can accept one ransom, but other than that, there really isn't much. We are on the defending side of this, but it's a Liberty War over here. That's perfectly fine. I'm not too worried about that because I'm assuming. Let me see. Are we? Is this the Oak Clan head against them? Oh, so this is just something random. This hasn't got really anything to do with the whole empire over here. But that's okay. So we're going to continue on. We're just going to wait and see as some things happen. So here's some things that we really want. We really want the Western Skyrim faction and the Eastern Skyrim faction over here to have some internal strife at some point. That's going to be kind of key for us going forward. We're going to need some of these. We're going to need some like different internal schisms that could make it a little bit easier for us to actually go after them because we, as of right now, aren't really going to have much of an opportunity to do so. Because like, let's just take a look here. If we go to Western Skyrim, for example, we can go after our claims, or we can go for a duchy even. There's a couple of them that we can go for, like Rorkstead wouldn't be terrible. And we have like the allies to do it, but maybe, well, now I'm just sitting there looking at how it might be actually a pretty good idea. You know what, let's see what other kind of wars we can go for. We have a niece who has some claims, which doesn't help us. We also have a cousin over here that has a claim, but that doesn't really help us either. Let's see, we have a cousin who has a few, but doesn't really help us any. And then we have a claim right here, which, like I said, obviously doesn't do anything for us. Big problem is we do not have level of flame requires exalted among men. Um, and might makes right. The Caspelli also be used with the right innovation. Caspelli Chronicle. Okay, so we have a few things as we cannot go after them. So that's perfectly fine though. Not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and let's go after Rorkstead and let's see how we do with this because we should have the prestige to where we won't go into the negatives here. Let's hope that our allies are enough to actually do this. Let's call them all in here. It doesn't look like we're actually going to go too bad into the negative here. We can call a house member here, which shouldn't hurt us any. And then we can go over here and we can place our rallying point right here. We have I don't think we can actually use these guys right here to help us in this. Yeah, no, it does not look like that's the case. They are still part of the Nordic Pantheon, which we are as well. So let's go ahead and see. We have 6,000 troops, it says. So we actually have quite a few. I didn't realize that we actually had that many at our disposal, but we're gonna see how this goes. I'm hoping that things go well. We do have an alliance formed with Prince Hogni of Whiterun, which does seem to be um, someone inside our actual I don't think we can actually call them though. No, I think they're inside our own domain, so I don't think that matters a whole lot. We do have a ton of gold, so that does help a lot too. Let's see. Siege weapon effectiveness is up 40%. That's pretty good. I don't think I want to do this right here. I don't. Let's look up see what we have here. We do have one siege unit, but it's nothing too crazy. We just have a lot of heavy. So since we have a lot of heavy units, we might just go with hit and run here, and then we'll go engineered for destruction after that. I think that's probably our best bet. So let's go ahead and let's do that now. I'm not worried about that. 8,000 troops right here is pretty nice. And it does look like we're doing pretty well on the actual siege itself. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. And we can hold court, so let's go ahead and let's do that gesture for the first person. That's pretty good. We'll do that. We'll do that, and we'll go ahead and call it there. We are over the stress limit now for the first level of stress, so that's not too good. But we will work on that here in a minute. Once we're done with this war, we're worried about some other things right now. Callous, arrogant. We're going to go with callous. That's fine. And let's go ahead and move our guys over this way. I mean, hold up. We don't have anybody leading this army, so that's something that we definitely need to do here. Let's do this right here because aggressive attacker is probably going to be better. than whatever else we had going for us there. We should catch him here, yeah. Okay, so perfect. That gets us in a pretty good spot. We're going to go over here and start sieging these places right here closest to us. We do have a lot of traders, which is interesting. Thing about it is a lot of our sieges are going a little bit slower than what I would like. We do have a iron ore cult, which is coming after us. I actually kind of want to meet these guys right here. They kind of made a huge mistake right there. We can go ahead and start sieging this since we had one of our allies over here sieging it already, so that's actually pretty good. And I kind of want to keep our allies a little bit closer to us than normal. A lot of times they like to run off and do their own thing, but I don't really have any interest in that. Let's move our guys over here to our own lands here. This will help right here. Engineer for Destruction is going to help quite a bit, I think. And we're going to go ahead and raise some guys here so we can link them up, and that should help a little bit. Let's go ahead and let's cross over this ocean. I mean, not this ocean, this river. If that's an ocean, that's the shortest ocean I've ever seen. But yeah, we're going to go here and we're going to attack these guys first. Oh, they have a lot of strong units right there. Hold up. Wait a second. That's wild. Kind of curious as to why they had a bunch of units that were so strong there. They must have got an ally at some point. Yeah, they got an ally at some point. That's kind of killing me right now. Of course, like, halfway through an actual war where I'm winning, they actually get some random, some random ally. Let's see. Do we have any children that we could marry off at some point? Let's see. Can we actually get one here? That would be pretty cool if we could. Does not look like that's going to be the case, though. I think that because a lot of these are too far down the line, we're probably not going to get anything. This one's actually not terrible. I don't know if that person was in our realm, though. It probably is. We can call this person here. So we do have someone who can join. That would help a little bit. This person's already married, so there is that. Okay, where is our troops at? Am I like losing my mind here? Yeah, yes I am. They're way over here. So yeah, we're gonna lose that, and we're just gonna do that. That's fine. I'm not too worried about losing a little bit there. Let's meet our guys over here. Hopefully they don't actually come after this like one stack right here. That'd be terrible. Terrible timing. Yeah, they are actually. Okay, hold up. Okay, I need this to kind of go away for a moment. Alright, so we need this to just stop and we need them to run. Oh man, we have guys right here, so that sucks. Oh wait, never mind, that's okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and raise our guys up right here. Okay, that's actually not terrible. We do have a decent stack right here, so let's have these guys meet us down here. Hopefully with them that will push us over the edge, and it did. That's great. And it didn't matter because they have just units that are stronger than us. I don't know what their units are that they have that are like whooping us right now. Like, let's see what we have. I'm guessing it must be this right here. But even that doesn't seem like that should be enough, right? It's the defenders that they have. They have the pikemen that are wrecking us right now, which kind of sucks. But okay. That kind of leaves us with only a few options here. Let's see what we inherited. We inherited a piece of land right here, and we do have a shrine. So let's go ahead and hand that off to a West holder. That'd be fine. And let's see what we have for mercenaries. We might be able to call in some good mercenaries here. Let's go ahead and hire them. Sounds like a good deal for me. I'm fine with that. And let's see where these guys are, first of all. Oh, they're not far. They're actually inside their land, which is kind of wild. That's fine. We can actually move these guys back here. I'm curious as to why we have The attrition damage is so low for us right here. I feel like we shouldn't be in that big of a bind with them, but I guess I'm wrong about that. Let's go ahead and move these guys' rallying point up here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. It says 8 months, which is kind of terrible, but at this point we might as well just wait. I mean, there's no point in uh, getting in too big of a hurry anyway. We might as well just get as many troops as we possibly can before it gets to be too late. All right, that's fine. So we're gonna have these guys go after that piece of land right there and try to take it back for us. We should be just about done, right? Okay, let's go ahead and do this. And we just lost that. Oh, when I let go of these, I must have lost the I must have lost that holy order. I wonder. I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't know if they'll help me with this war or not, but we might as well try it. Because as far as I'm aware, like I don't think holy orders can help you whenever they're fighting people of the same faith. But I don't know. This mod might be a little bit different, so we're gonna try that. Yeah, we're also gonna do that for the supply capacity. Will help us out tremendously. So let's go ahead and let's move on down here. We're gonna attack this little uh, set of guys right here. Oh, they look like they lost a battle. That's interesting. Let's head down here then. Let's get this guy here. No, I didn't want to. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm just dumb. That was ignorant on my part. My bad. Let's go ahead and let's find that person I just took off here. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and move down here then. Let's go ahead and let's move. Let's move here. That actually looks like a half decent like battle for us. And this is actually a really quick siege, so we're going to take this one back real quick, and then we're going to take that one back as well. Well, hold up. They actually are coming back here trying to take the land that we took, and we can't really afford to lose that because if we do, I think it just goes back to straight negative for us. So, oh, that's actually such good timing for us. Okay, that actually works out pretty good. We need our guys to start sieging up some of the stuff here so we can, yeah, we need some of our guys to take back some of this land that's been sieged up if they can actually go down there. It doesn't look like they're going to, which sucks pretty bad. Okay, 10 months is a long siege too. That sucks. I was hoping it would be a little bit shorter than that. It does look like we have like a sizable advantage on their troops now. Yeah, they have 5,000, so we're in a significantly better spot than where we were. Let's go ahead and raise up some of these guys over here that we had. I'm hoping that when we take this down, it will make things a little bit better. Okay, let's move on up. Sappers will help a little bit. I wish we would have had that a minute ago, but we didn't. Um, Golly, like the snow over here is like really killing my soldiers. I don't know why it's killing me in my own land. It really shouldn't be that difficult for us to do what we need to get done. But let's go ahead and let's take back this right here and we will just raise up what we can here. Because this should be a quick siege. I don't think it takes too long for us. Okay, well, we lost, which kind of sucks, but I mean, I was thinking that we might have actually had a chance to win that. I didn't realize that part of it was because, okay, still a mansion, fine, whatever. I didn't realize that a lot of that was because of the holy order that we had. I thought we were stronger than what we were, and we probably could have won that war, but I think I made a few mistakes during some of the battles there, but that's okay. Like that kind of happens. That kind of stuff happens, so we just got to correct that as we go along. Not too. We need to go ahead and get these guys out of there. There are some things that we can fix. Obviously, as time goes on. The biggest problem we have is we just don't have enough troops. It feels like we're low on troops, and whenever we go into battles and stuff like that, it does feel like their actual men at arms are making a pretty big difference in a lot of these fights. So that's another thing as well. So we're just gonna have to be paying attention a little bit. We go ahead and demand a few payments from some people. This should help us out quite a bit. So I need to get over I need to get over the negative limit there so we can get back to having some positive gold because we really don't want to have we don't want the debuffs from being in debt. So I'll take that over. I'll give away a few of those weak hooks and stuff. So that's not too bad. Okay, that's fine. Another um, court we're going to be able to hold, so that's not too bad. It's fine. It's fine. All right, good. Okay, so let's look at what we have here. John Blue is we can't really do anything with that. This person here is someone that we can beat here in a bit. We're probably gonna have to look at that here in just a few minutes. It does look like this person is someone that we can probably um, convince to join our realm soon. We have a bunch of plagues going on here. Holy mess, that's a lot of. Oh my goodness. Okay, so something I didn't realize that was going on. There was a giant, like world-ending flu, the Kanatin flu, which I mean, we're just going to watch that. Look at this. This is crazy, like how fast it's moving. It hasn't gotten to us yet, but um, yeah, it's getting okay. So it's gotten into Eastern Skyrim, which means it'll probably get into our lands here relatively soon. We do have, um, man, our granddaughter can marry, so that's cool. Let's go with Alliance Power. Let's go there, and that's fine. We'll make do with that. My hope for this now is I'm hoping that it actually gets into Eastern and Western Skyrim and starts killing some of the people there. That'd be wonderful if it could. Okay, so we're gonna have to isolate capital, absolutely. I don't care about the legitimacy that it's gonna go, and we are also going to seclude ourselves as well. We're trying our best to survive here. Okay, hold up. Compensate the alchemist, that's fine. We got strategist, which is good. We need to go ahead and do um, the learning focus right here, so that way we can try to stay as healthy as we can during this. And that should be good. We are kind of in the negatives though, so we do need to um, demand some payments here. Let's go for the rich one here, and that should give us a little bit of a cushion there. I'm just kind of watching it. I don't know if it's receding. It looks like it's still spreading a little bit. It looks like it's having a hard time in Skyrim though, because of I'm assuming that might be because of the cold and the climate up there might be bad for it. I mean, that's just conjecture at that point, but that's kind of what it's feeling like almost. Because like watch how it's spreading around everything, but it's having such a hard time getting into the cold regions. But now it looks like it's finally uh, made hay in at least Western Skyrim, probably even a little bit of Eastern Skyrim. Yeah, we're going to keep on demanding payments from people as they come into opportunity to do so. Let's look and see where we are at. Our actual capital is where? I need to find that real quick to make sure to see just where we're at. It looks like it's right here. We are close to the border on which it's going to be to us, but It's still not there yet, but it feels like it's probably only a matter of time, right? And it's not actually decreasing over here. Like it's finally starting to drop from a few places, but it's still going to spread pretty much over here. So just have to keep on going. That's a terrible, terrible spy master, but I guess that'll do. I mean, we shouldn't have any worries about needing a spy master right now. So let's just kind of keep on doing what we're doing. It looks like Western Skyrim's going to get eaten up pretty good. They are attacking someone right now. Barony of Darkfall, which is where? Oh, it's over there. Okay, interesting. And went after Ojambu, of all places. Let's see. We do have something over here I'm assuming that we can put up. No, it doesn't look like it. I don't know why it gave me that little pop-up right there, but that's okay. I'm not exactly sure how these people are doing over here. I don't know if anybody's like died from this. That's kind of my hope. I'm hoping that this disease kind of ravages some of these, one of these, like these two over here. I'm kind of hoping that a little bit for our sake. It doesn't look like a lot of people have died though. Like at least in my family, it doesn't look like anybody's really died. But that's fortunate because it looks like a lot of the Whiterun people have survived this really, really well. So maybe it's not as big a deal as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and end seclusion. And then we can also open up the city again. Kind of just want to make sure that we wouldn't get hit with this, but it does look like it never is actually going to get into Cragwatch. So, although it did pretty much just engulf all of Western Skyrim, which is kind of interesting. Oh, it does look like we did get somebody who did get the flu. Oh, he did lose it. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, so she's actually got infirm. If I'm looking at this right, so that's kind of interesting. And this one is neighboring ruler. Let's see, what does she have? 8,000. So she's pretty much untouchable at this point. Whoa, whoa, hold up. Did I see that right? Oh wow, the High Queen of Isa, High Queen Isa of Western Skyrim is actually an orc. That's interesting. Wait, that's crazy. That's actually wild. Huh. That's nuts. That did not I would have never thought that that was going to happen. Okay. Very interesting indeed. Okay. Well, hmm. Crazy things happen all the time, I guess. My goodness. Okay. Well, I mean, we're still not worried about this too much. This guy could. Let me see if I can't. No, he's probably not gonna do that. And we also lost a ton of stress for that. What that? We got a ton of stress for that. Man, that's crazy. We can sway this guy maybe, and maybe get him without us having to actually go to war with him. Let's see if we actually have like an activity that we can do here. Do we have anybody? We have a sister. Okay, we can do that. Awesome. And we'll do that so we can get some of our stress down and also get some piety and such like that and some legitimacy. So that'd be good. Alrighty. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of stress that we're getting all of a sudden. Our character is 60, so he's kind of getting up there. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's keep on losing that stress. Okay, that's good. We went down. Lost another 26 is good. And lose another 23. And that's actually really good. We actually got a lot from that, so that helps out quite a bit. We have a new heir, it says. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why. I mean, I'm assuming that, hmm, maybe she got voted, like, she has more votes, I'm assuming, so that's alright. Alright, let's do that. Good with it. The whole orc thing is still just blowing my mind right now, but I'm thinking maybe since she only has one ally, right? And who is the ally? Okay, it's the person from Winterhold. So maybe we can actually go to war with them at some point. I feel like we should still probably focus maybe more on these people right here. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna try this. Let's go ahead and let's focus on these guys right here. Maybe it's a little bit easier of a war to go for. Let's go ahead and call in our house members, and we'll go ahead and call in the big ally first. Actually, we'll just call in all of them because we have plenty enough prestige at 2,800, so I'm not too worried about that. And I don't think these guys are of the North. Oh, they are of the Nordic Pantheon, so they don't help. Okay. Well, interesting. Okay, so we are just gonna have to do this straight up. I think I don't really feel like. Well, can I just go ahead and call them in? I might be able to regardless. No. Okay, that's fine. Not too worried about it. We will make do with what we have. Gonna go ahead and call in our people real quick. Wait for them to show up. They try to be thrown in jail. We do have a this person's coming. This person's coming. It's not. Hmm. Let's see. Do we have anything that we can actually cast? Maybe. Hmm. Let's do that. Let's see if we can't cast a spell on them. It doesn't look like we actually can yet. We must not have any actual like spells that we can actually go for yet. So that's fine. We will be just fine waiting for now. Let's see. Oh, and looks like our game crashed. So I think that's gonna go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like in the section below. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. It means a great deal. And again, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.